Alright, we are live. Unfortunately. Yep. Remember how I said I would never do a first stage in Pokemon Moon? Well, that was before I expected Game Dev Made Easy to become a YouTube member. And when you become a YouTube member, you get one free run request. And then after that, you get increased priority. So yeah, he's making me do Porygon. Also, hello, John and N1 and Sundown. Time for Pyukumuku. I already did that as a Fire Red backport, but like as a real one, no. Two thoughts so far. Speed. One, the hardest fight is Hala, followed by Kukui. I would make sure to get the Chopelberry. And grind on speed and special attack. HP bug for Ghastlies and Zubats. I think it depends on how many EVs we'll need. But from what I've heard, we can use Z conversion to effectively get an Omni Boost. I don't know what Z conversion 2 does, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'll just put this over here. That's the timer. Raises all stats in addition to its usual effects, so it still does change your typing. It changes your typing and gives you an Omni Boost. Okay, Sundown. I have the right to refuse a request. I make it clear in the intro, in the starting soon screen. I have the right to refuse because I know someone's going to recommend me I do Magikarp and Platinum. It's got to be something reasonable. Like, the thing is, Pyukumuku is not reasonable. That thing has no attacking moves. And it's a generation where Struggle got nerfed. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn that down. If you want to suggest something else, feel free to. Anyway, what's Conversion 2 do? I always get these moves mixed up because they changed how they work. It fully restores the user's HP, so it's essentially like rest without the sleep. Have I done Gyarados? What game? Moon? I have not done Gyarados in Moon. But you can recommend any game. I mean, I still have to do a Mewtwo Emerald run later in the year as a member requested run. Okay, I don't think conversion. Yeah, Z conversion 1 definitely sounds a lot better. I want to see if Z sharpen, Z agility, Z recover. I want to see what some of these moves as Z moves does. Wait, what? Use its Z move. Sharpen turns into Z Sharpen and raises attack 1 stage. So Z Sharpen effectively does nothing? Alright, I'll do Gyarados and Moon, yeah. Alright, I'll have that scheduled for next week. I'll put that in the calendar right now. Let's see. I was going to start going back to the random moon runs next week, but if I have a member requested run, I'll replace that. Alright, so next Friday will be Pokemon Moon with Gyarados. There we go. It removes negative stats. Okay. But wait, how Z Agility here explicitly says that. Eliminate stat drops. Wait, it raises... Oh, really? Z Sharpen is Swords Dance? Check Bulbapedia. Yeah, right here. It raises by another stage. So it literally turns into Swords Dance. That is worth considering. We'll keep an eye out for that. Okay, agility removes negative stat changes. That's negative stat changes. Z Recycle raises your speed stat by 2 stages. That's interesting. That's effectively agility. Raises the speed by 1. Raises special defense by 2. Okay, so Z Sharpen and Z Conversion might actually be good contenders. So the question is, what's better, an Omni Boost or +2 attack? Because the Omni Boost might give us stat buffs that don't matter, but Z Sharpen, on the other hand, here's the problem with Z Conversion. We can only use it one time. We can, for Sharpen though, we can use one Z Sharpen and then another Sharpen to get +3. Honestly, Sharpen is effectively Z Workup, just without special attack. The problem is, we would have to turn Porygon into a physical attacker. Honestly though, this thing's stats are close enough. I feel like... I don't know. Thing is, special attack EVs are a lot harder to train for than physical attack. And I've learned this with Simipour. It's usually worth sticking to one offensive stat. Doing a mixed attacker is not the best. Because instead of being extremely good in one stat, you're average in 2 stats. But let's look at the rest of it. It has no physical attacking moves. I mean, by level up, it certainly doesn't. Wow, it's just Return, Aerial Ace, and Thief. And the thing is, you don't get Return until pretty late in the run. You know, Z Sharpen may not be the right call. Ghastly near the cave when you train for the Ghost and Psychic. Ghastly near the cave where you train for the Ghost... Oh, you mean for where I trained Lunala at? The only reason I trained there in Lunala run was because I needed level 19 for that trial anyway. I needed to do a lot of grinding. So I figured I may as well kill 2 Ghastlies with 1 Confusion. But here's the other problem I'm thinking of right now. Well, what's our moveset? Okay, so we're effectively going to have to use Tackle. But that's fine, though. We'll have Sharpen by that point. We'll have to use Sharpen Tackle on the normal trial. Confusion's a single target. Shut up. Magnet Rise? Porygon's not weak to ground. I don't think it would benefit from that. Signal Beam, very good for Nanu. This thing does not get Psychic by level up. Well, that's fine, though. We get the TM for it. Let's see, we get Psyshock, Hidden Power, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Solar Beam. Solar Beam, I think in Sun and Moon, is only really good for Bloom Doom strats. Thunderbolt, Thunder, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Round, Charge Beam, Dream Eater. We could use Charge Beam. Where is Charge Beam? Route 5, south of the center. Okay. Route 5. Route 5. 5. Thunderbolt's postgame? Oh, okay. Dude, why do so many games make Thunderbolt postgame? I mean, John, it would obviously help with Hapu. The problem is, though, our moveset is going to be very restrictive, because we'd have to hold on to it the entire game. You gotta realize, is it worth essentially having only 2 moves? Because we have to keep Conversion 1 essentially the entire game. Water Totem Fight? Oh, that route? Oh, okay. So, Charge Beam should be pretty easy to get. And in terms of other coverage, I don't know what our best hidden power typing will be. I mean, Psychic and Shadow Ball will have easy coverage too. Thunder, we'd have to wait until Pawnee Island, but if we wanted to, we could use the Electrium Z to just have a perfectly accurate move. And if I recall correctly, guys, confirm if I'm wrong on this, but don't Z moves skip accuracy checks? I swear, I don't think I've ever once seen a Z move miss. I guess, like, unless the opponent is, like, underground or something. I mean, John, I'm not disagreeing with you on Hidden Power Bug. It's going to make EV training a lot better, especially on the Zubats for speed. They do skip accuracy checks? That's what I thought. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, Blizzard, we would have to wait until Pawnee Island for ice coverage, but we can get Charge Beam a lot earlier. Well, Discharge is essentially Temu Thunderbolt, so I think it should be fine. Honestly, I think Hidden Power Grass might be better. Our special attack isn't that great anyway, so I feel like we can get away with Hidden Power Grass. Besides, Hidden Power Grass could provide it'll actually provide us very good coverage for Olivia. Now that I think about it, because without Hidden Power Grass, we've got nothing for Olivia. Unless we were to spam Psybeam or Signal Beam. Alright, so I think it's set in stone. We've got to do Hidden Power Grass. Alright, I'm going to go back to my overlay really quick just to set these. Z moves can miss? Really? So, like, if the opponent hits me with Sand Attack and I use a Z move, it can miss? Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay, so guys, this is going to be a tough one here. What should be our ability? I think we can all just agree Trace is not it. What do you think is better, Download or Analytic? Download will either give us +1 attack or +1 special attack, depending on which of the defense stats of the opponent is weaker. Or Analytic, where if we move second, our moves get a boost in power. The thing is, I'm not sure Analytic might be the right call either, because we're going to want to EV train for speed. So part of me is thinking of Download. I mean, obviously, if we're fighting targets that have lower physical defense, we're going to get an attack boost. And that won't be too useful. But for fights that give us a special attack boost, that would be great. I mean, we can actually look at Kingler Calc and actually know for sure which one we'll get. But if I remember correctly, I think if both opponents' defense stats are the same, I think it just goes with your higher offensive stat. I think. Let me look up how Download works. It raises the attack. In case of a tie, it's special attack by default. Oh, that's actually good. So it's actually more likely we get special attack if you think about it. Yeah, I think Download is the better ability. And in terms of nature, what do you guys think? Should we go plus speed minus attack? Or should we go plus speed? Or should we go plus special attack minus attack? I think we just got to look at Kingler Calc for sure. Alright, so Porygon, let's start at 70. It's probably not going to be enough. And for our held item, unless we know for a fact we need Z conversion, we can use Eviolite. Honestly, 70 is not going to cut it. Let's try 80. Check Hala's Primate. You know what? Yeah, let's look at Hala first. Alright, level 80. Yeah, I think we might need plus speed nature because EV training on the Zubat is not that bad actually. Out of all the stats to do SOS training on, speed is actually the easiest. Because if you use the right hidden power typing, those Zubats are going to double resist the move, whether it's bug or grass. And they're just far more common than Pikipeks. So let's assume 100 with Timid. 124. 158. Okay, we might have to actually want to max out our speed here. Oh my god, maxing out our speed ties it. What's the highest speed this can go? 196. That, I don't think level 100 is reasonable. Z conversion into psychic. Alright, download. Normalium Z. Let's make our moves. This thing does not learn workup, does it? No, it does not. Okay. Alright, so I think our moves will be Psychic. I mean, theoretically, we could use Psyshock as well, because Psyshock uses the opponent's defense stat, while Psychic uses special defense. But I think for now, we'll stick with Psychic. So maybe Psychic, Thunder, Conversion, and let's go Shadow Ball. Can this thing learn Focus Blast? No, it cannot. No fighting coverage of any kind. A 100% gets Psyshock for Hollow's first mon. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here. 252 speed EVs. And also, I've been informed this by, I think it was N1, or I think it was by Salamence in my Lunala video. Somebody told me, starting Gen 6, EVs only go up to 252. They used to go up to 255, but then they maxed it to 252 because those 3 EVs were useless. I remember I mentioned in the video like how I managed to stop exactly at 252, but no, that was completely intended. I did not know that. It was it was most likely Salamence who said that. Why go to 8? Oh, look at that. I mean, on the Hariyama, it's going to go for Fake Out, and then Close Combat's going to kill us. Oh, wait, download. Let's see. Oh, it's going to raise... It's going to raise attack. Okay, that's useless. 252. John? That's going to be extremely fucking difficult. We already have to max out on speed anyway. John, we literally cannot max out our special attack. We're gonna get like 20 or 30 junk EVs. Let's try 150 as the start. Let's try that for the start. You're ignoring the Omni Boost? Yeah, I think we would have to use Psyshock right away to kill Hariyama. And then Primeape. Oh, it's a speed tie on that stupid thing. Yeah, let's go to 81. There we go. Psyshock and Psychic will one-shot. Then the Beware is obviously Psychic. Poliwrath. Thunder is a 62% chance versus Psyshock's 43%. Oh, right. I forgot. Z conversion turns you into a Psychic type. So if we get hit with Fake Out on the Hariyama, go for Z conversion. I wish there was a quicker way to give Omniboost than to do this. Alright, then we can just turn ourselves into a Psychic type. So Fake Out will do like 10% of our health. And then Close Combat will not work with the Z Crystal. Oh wow, we just completely destroy everything here. And it's not even close. So essentially, if we just leave Psychic in slot 1, we're going to end up turning into a Psychic type. So that gets rid of our fighting weakness. Okay, so Hala is going to be easy. Okay, let's look at Olivia. Alright, so against... Ooh, we're going to get a special attack boost. Alright, download's going to give us a special attack boost. Because right here, it's got lower special defense, so it will give us a special attack boost. Signal beam for Nanu. Oh, god. Yeah. Okay, so Thunder, one shot. I don't really know what to do with this one, though. I mean, we probably don't need conversion, Z conversion. So I'm going to see what happens if we go... Let's go Solar Beam Bloom Doom on the Carbink. Lichen Rock. Let's see, I mean, will one shot 62% with Psychic, guaranteed with Thunder. Then again, we could just use regular conversion. Is there a good typing we could turn into? Is there a typing here that resists rock moves? Fire? No, wait, no, we're weak to that. No, there's nothing here that resists rock. I mean, we can survive the Solar Beam just fine. Just the problem is, the Probopass is going to set up, Sandstorm. Honestly, we might want to conversion ourselves into an electric type. Actually, oh, Hidden Power Grass. Question, do you guys know if conversion... If we have Hidden Power Grass in slot 1, does conversion turn us into a grass type? Or no? Or is it still viewed as a normal type move? I'm not sure how we would know this. Okay, so I think instead of a Z Crystal, I think we are going to need to do Z Conversion. So we'll get a download and extra special attack. Honestly, we might have to Z Conversion every fight. It sees it as normal. Oh, okay. So if we Z Conversion ourselves into a grass type here, Hidden Power Grass will gain Stab. Probopass a guaranteed 2-shot. Golem guaranteed 2-shot with Hidden Power. Lichen Rock, 1-shot with Hidden Power. Carbink, 1-shot with Hidden Power. Relicanth, 1-shot with Hidden Power. Okay, I better get some notes here. We need some extensive-ass notes for this. Alright, so we're going Timid Nature. Download. Hidden Power Grass. Alright, so for the league, so far we'll have our minimum level be 80. And we'll need a unique moveset for each person. Hala. Our moveset for Hala will be Psychic, Psyshock. I don't think the other move truly matters. Hidden Power. Conversion. Then for Hala, it would be Z Conversion into Psychic type. Sweep. Olivia. And our moveset here needs to be Psychic, Solar Beam, Conversion, Hidden Power Grass. Alright, Solar Beam, Psychic, Hidden Power, Conversion. Z Conversion into Grass type, Sweep. You don't need that much speed. You know what? You might actually be right on that, because the whole Ombi Boost thing. I'm going to reduce this to 150. Well, our speed's pretty bad. Let's go 150. That's kind of bad. But then again, we could use a free Z conversion like every fight. Let's do... Let's do 100. Psyshock is before you do the double battle, the hide on the... I know where it is, John. It's in the Lake of the Sun, Lake of the Moon. I've gotten it for Lunala. Anyway, let's look at Acerola, who arguably I would say is the easiest Elite Four member in this game. I'd go with 120, sure. I mean, speed's pretty easy. We'll probably naturally get 120 anyway. Alright, so let's see. On the Sableye, download is going to give us a special attack boost, so that's good. So we can use Z conversion. We do not. I mean, John, think of this. Think of how much time it would take to Z conversion for all the major fights versus spending like 8 or 9 minutes grinding on Zubats. Extra. Decide which of those is faster. John, that is extremely slow. I think only if that's absolutely necessary. If this thing did not get Z conversion, I would do that 100% because there's no other way. But if I need to increase this for some more, we'll do it. But right now, we're just looking at the Elite Four. I haven't even looked at Kukui yet. Oh, hold on. We still have to outspeed the opponent the first time. But Relicanth is a very low speed. Hariyama is not that fast. Yeah, but John, the thing is with grinding, we can all, if we need grinding for the sole purpose of experience, we can do that later. Alright, that number. What matters is the speed of the first Pokemon. 115. Oh yeah, we'll outspeed that by that point. John, Hala is actually going to be easy. Fake out into Z conversion, turn ourselves into a Psychic type, and sweep. It's that easy. Dude, I can't imagine doing this without Z crystals. I'm glad I allow them now. Anyway, back to Acerola. 56. Okay, it's a good thing the 109. It's a good thing the leads are kind of slow. So that's good. I don't want to imagine Gladion. Oh boy. So I think for this fight, we're gonna want... Yeah, I mean, John, yeah, we're gonna get hit with a fake out first. There's no doubt about it. Alright, so let's see. We'll get a download special attack boost. And then we can Z conversion. Oh, we can Z conversion ourselves into a ghost type. You know why? Right before we use Z conversion after this fake out, it's not going to go for Shadow Claw because, look, we'll still be a normal type. So it's going to go for Zen Headbutt or Confuse Ray. And during that turn, we will turn ourselves into a ghost type. And by the time we do, we already outspeed everything. So then we can Shadow Ball the Sableye, Drifblim, Delmise, Frostlass, and Palossand. Alright, last up, Kahili. Kahili might be difficult. Alright, we're gonna get a special attack. Do you outspeed? Yes, we actually do, John. We're gonna get an Omni Boost, remember? See right here? 195. We will outspeed it, trust me. Because when you saw me looking at the range earlier, if my side is highlighted, that means I outspeed. But if my side isn't highlighted, that means they outspeed. Yeah, we do outspeed the Frostlass. Alright, so Skarmory, we will get a special attack boost. Will be normal type. Alright, so... Oh, dude, we are so close to outspeeding that right away. Okay, so we're gonna need 124 speed EVs. You would go with Charge Beam? That's probably a good idea. Your camera's blocking the speed? Oh. Yeah. Not much I can really do about that. That's why I've been scrolling a lot. Unless I were to completely get rid of the web camera for this section, but I just don't want to. Blizzard? I mean, that could work too. We'll see. Alright, so then on the Skarmory, we can go ahead and use Z conversion on turn 1 to turn ourselves into an electric type. And then all those moves will be resisted. We'll have download plus the Omni Boost. And then Charge Beam, one shot, Psychic, that thing, and that thing. Dude, the entire league is going to be a freaking joke with this thing. But then again, we haven't seen Kukui yet. We are not going to outspeed that Lycanroc turn 1. It's going to hit us with something. Can you check Z Rain Dance? What is... Whoops. It's bad versus multi-type teams. That is a good point. The league is single type, so that's probably why it looks easy. It raises speed by 1 stage. I mean, John, I feel like at that point, we may as well just accept a 70% chance. Dude, why do so many Pokemon get Rain Dance? Alright, let's look at Kukui. Here we go. Turn ourselves back into a normal type. Let's assume 82 for this fight. Alright, so we're at 133 speed. We are not going to outspeed that Lycanroc. I better get rid of this Omni Boost here. Okay, so... Oh, look at that. 87 to 96. So we will get a special attack boost. Okay, Stone Edge. 36 to 42. That is not that bad, actually. So we're going to get hit with that for some major damage. Then, what would be Z conversion into? This is a multi-type team. Let's see. Who would be the biggest threats? Alright, let's just go ahead and give ourselves the Omni Boost and just look at ranges for the moves we already have. Whoops. Alright, so on the Lycanroc, Hidden Power Grass one-shots. Psychic, 68%. This is assuming no stab, so we could turn ourselves into Psychic. So that's a one-shot. That's a one-shot. That's going to have to be a two-shot no matter what. Snorlax. Crunch, 19 to 23%. I think this is... Yeah, it's because of the Omni Boost. Guaranteed two-shot. Okay, yeah, the Incineroar, we're going to need to do something for it. What's Incineroar weak to? Dude, I gotta... Okay, there we go. Signal Beam. Well, Signal Beam is neutral, though. And we'd have to hold on to that the entire league. And looking at this... Yeah, Incineroar is the biggest threat, 100%. We don't really have a good solution for it. Yeah, we don't have a typing that's weak to. We don't. It's just ground, rock, and fighting. We don't have any of those. But look at this. Charge beam, 98% to two-shot. Oh, dude, Darkest Lariat's gonna murder us. Oh, good God. Actually, hold on. What is the team order for this thing? Turn ourselves into a water type? Oh, you're saying it's also weak to water, right? Let's see, what would be the team order? Hey, John, if I was playing with a pure psychic type, what would be the team order? Depends view conversion. Well, let's assume we conversion into a psychic type. What's going to be the team order? It's most likely Incineroar second, wouldn't it? Because of its dark typing. So maybe at that point we could aim for a luck-dependent move. You know what? I'm curious. What if... What if we use Hyper Beam? Then the problem is, we would have to do a recharge turn on the Snorlax. And Stone Edge is going to do like, I think it was like 40-something%. And then we'll get hit with this 20-something% move after the recharge. And then we would switch on over to a two-shot with Psychic. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. Return? The problem is, though, if we want the air balloon for Hapu, we can't get return. Do you guys think... No, we're going to use the Normalium Z. Normalium Z is probably going to have to be the default item for almost every fight in the game. So, I feel like we can get away without air balloon. So, let's go ahead and try return. We won't get stabbed, though. That's the problem. On the Incineroar. Wow, that sucks. Wow, I don't know what to do here. Okay, here's... Actually, I have an idea. We get hit with Stone Edge, use Z conversion, then we use another charge beam to one-shot this thing, and we have to get +3. That still doesn't really solve our problem, though. Maybe change Hidden Power Fighting? You might actually be right. I mean, Hidden Power Fighting is still great for the Zubats. But the disadvantage is we're gonna have to use... Oh, Hidden Power Fighting, that still helps with Olivia. It still does. Conversion into electric? Let's try that, actually. %31% chance to knock out. I mean, John, what does Hidden Power Grass give us that Hidden Power Fighting doesn't? I mean, the Zubats will resist fighting. I don't think poison resists... Does poison resist fighting? I think it does. That's 31% chance to one-shot at +3. And we're not weak to Darkest Lariat, so if we get hit for like 40-something%, a way to hit ghosts. Bro. What ghost type are we using Hidden Power Grass on? That's a serious question, dude. We get Psybeam at level 7. John, we get Psybeam. Did you forget about Psybeam? So you were converting to grass at one point? Oh yeah, for Olivia. I mean, for Olivia, we could just convert into a fighting type. And besides, the only reason we were converting into those typings was to gain stab. I mean, we can transform into Z conversion fighting. That'll still be fine. Her Pokemon don't have flying moves. Yeah, I think this is great. This is a good idea. Besides, without Hidden Power fighting, we really don't have an option for Incineroar. It's just going to murder us. What do you mean I can't convert into a fighting type? Oh my... You're right. You're right. Hidden Power is viewed as a normal move. You're absolutely right. So yeah, I'm still converting into Grass for Olivia anyway. Right. I forgot. Whoops. So yeah, okay, so let's stay Hidden Power Electric. So we would have to get the Z Omni Boost, the download, and get +1 from the Charge Beam to get +3. Then on the Incineroar, if we have... One shot. Snorlax. 2 shot no matter what. Magnezone. 2 shot no matter what. It's probably going to go Thunder Wave. Then Braviary. 1 shot with Psychic. Ninetales. 1 shot with Psychic. Okay, I think this is our plan. Alright, so our moveset will be Charge Beam, Psychic, Hidden Power, Inversion, Lycanroc, Z Conversion, Charge Beam, must get +3, Test Psyshock. Nope. That does not one-shot. But that's fine, though. Look, Crunch is only going to do, like, 12% of our health. It's not a big... Oh, it's going to go for high horsepower, but even then, that's like 27%. And that's assuming 0 defense EVs. We'll have some defense. Oh, yeah, you're right, N1. That's something I never thought about. We're going to be immune to Thunder Wave, so it's probably just going to use Thunderbolt. Alright. Alright, so Incineroar is going to have to be Hidden Power, Snorlax, Hidden Power ×2. John, that's going to cost a lot more time, dude. But, I mean... John, it's fine to accept a 2-shot. Because remember, those extra EVs are going to have to be timed to train in the Ghost Trial. Dude, even at 200, that just turns into a 12% chance to knock out. Okay, Braviary. Psychic. Ninetales. Psychic. Magnezone. Hidden Power. It has Mirror Coat. Isn't that the one that does double damage with special moves? To be fair, though, I guess in that case, we'll have to use a turn 1 Charge Beam. Charge Beam into Hidden Power. Alright, the League's done. Now we've got to look at... we got to look at how. Why have you got Hidden Power Fighting? For the Incineroar. Without Hidden Power Fighting, we have nothing for the Incineroar. Okay, so for here, we are entering the league at 81. What? What are you trying to type, dude? I wish there was an easier way to clear these. I mean, we're not going to route every trainer in the game, obviously. Just the major ones. The ones that I think are going to provide a threat. Anyway. Okay, download's going to give us a physical attack boost, so that's useless. Is Olivia fighting? No, hidden power fighting's for the Incineroar. Because every other move we have access to is going to two-shot. And we're going to get hit for even more damage. And if we get hit for more damage, then that's bad. HP Grass. Well, John, her Pokemon are weak to fighting as well. In fact, the Probopass is 4 times weak to it. Like, it's still the same, dude. Rock types have a lot of weaknesses. Anyway, Psychic's gonna do like a quarter. We would have to Z convert. I'm just gonna give this. I'm just gonna, yeah, do this. Dude, this takes a while to do. And let's try converting into. Honestly, I think convert into a Psychic type. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. Okay. I mean, you did not plan for it. The ranges might not be there. I mean, John, everything that's weak to grass is weak to... You're basically saying I'm going to lose stab coverage. Shadow Ball? I don't think we need Shadow Ball, no. Sky Shock will just kill everything. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, let's just take a double look at Olivia since we're changing hidden power typings. Wrong one. Okay, I get it. Alright, so if we have hidden power fighting instead... we're still a grass type. Okay, one shot. We also had Solar Beam. Our moveset was Solar Beam, Psychic, Hidden Power Conversion. Dude, not Hidden Power Psychic. Gross. Alright, so we would have to do the 2-turn Solar Beam. That is a 2-shot with Hidden Power Fighting. 2-shot with Hidden Power Fighting. 1-shot with Hidden Power Fighting. Yep, just as I predicted. The fight's essentially no different. Okay, let's look at Gladion. I am kind of worried about him. I hate... Why is Crobat second? So weird. Alright, so we're going to be level... Let's assume 80 for this fight. And, let's see, 96, 96. Okay, since the defenses are tied, we get it into special attack by default. It's so... Don't worry, John. I'll do this at the start of each battle. There we go. So we'll get +1 in our special attack. Acrobatics does 12% to 2-shot. And then what we can do then is we can use Z conversion and Psychic type. Oh, Hidden Power Fighting is great for the Weavile too. I just realized that. And the Lucario. So anyway, Psychic will one-shot that Crobat. Hidden Power Fighting will Psychic will one-shot the Lucario. Silvally, Psychic is a one-shot. And Weavile, Hidden Power Fighting is a one-shot. Don, why would we need to turn into Electric? Oh, to like... I guess to resist Acrobatics again? But the thing is, though, after we use the Z conversion, we're going to outspeed it. Yeah, we will. 193 speed. 189. We'll outspeed it. We're only going to get hit one time. I think we'll use all of our candies before Gladion. I think that's what we'll do. Unless we need the candies for... Actually, question. Should we route Lusamine? I think we should. Because for Simipour, I did not plan for Lusamine, and that backfired. So I think we need to plan for the final 8 trainers. Yeah, the speed's awful. Like you saw with Z conversion, at +1, I'm barely outspeeding that Crobat. So yeah, we should plan for this Lusamine fight. Alright. Lusamine. So it's essentially the final 8 trainers. Yeah, VOD watchers might want to skip ahead. Oh, dude, I hate how it doesn't add the buff. That's so annoying. Do you have any poison moves? Toxic. What does Z Toxic do? Raises your defense. Oh yeah, Corbo music, nice. Yeah, we don't have any steel moves either. Oh, that's going to be annoying as hell. Oh, God. Maybe, you know what? We'll probably use our candies before Lusamine. Let's assume level 80. Let's assume level 80. We'll use our candies before Lusamine. We have to save them for Lusamine. Everyone else before her, we're just going to have to use candies. Or not candies. We're going to have to train. Go Toxic and Z Conversion? I'm not kidding, John. That's actually a good strat. Wait, does she have full restores? Anyway. Okay, we're gonna get an attack boost with download. I'm curious what happens if we put return here. Yeah, it would do jack. Okay. It's probably just gonna set up cosmic powers a lot. So yeah, I think Z conversion. You know what? Have Toxic in slot 1 so we turn into a poison type. So that way we resist Moonblast. And then we can use Toxic on it, and then spam Charge Beam and get as high of special attack as we can. So I think our moveset here is going to have to be Toxic. Toxic, Charge Beam, Conversion, and Psychic. Dude, not Hidden Power Psychic. I hate how it has Hidden Power Psychic over Psychic. That's annoying. Yeah, I think what we do is we poison it and just get as high of special attack as we can. So let's assume we get +3 and it finally goes down. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. Oh, dude, I forgot this was Simipour. We don't have a way to change its ability. Toxic will literally do nothing. How could I forget that? What about Swagger? No, that's not going to work with the... Oh my god, dude. What do we do? honestly, I think Z conversion into poison typing is still the right call. I think we just have to keep spamming. Like, I think we just have to keep doing Tri-Attack? We'd have to hold on to it for the moveset, but we can try that. It's worse than Psychic. Like, the one problem here is the Clefable. Everything else is going to be easy. It's the Clefable that's the problem. Honestly, I'm not kidding. I think our strat here might just be hope for a crit. Spam out all of our charge beams, and once that's out, spam Psychic. Not kidding, that might have to be the plan, is hope for a crit. Alright, moveset. Toxic. Charge beam, Psychic. Version. Psy Shock? Yeah, you're right. The conversion into poison type. Spam out charge beams. And sweep. Alright guys, here, I'll show you the notes that I've written up. I will put these notes in the description at the end of the stream on my paste link. Okay, so now the question is there anyone we need to look at? Because, honestly, I feel like no. Because the final 8 trainers, I think, are the ones that truly deserve all the planning. I think after that, we'd have to think of... Let's think from the beginning. No Raticate. Hala should be easy. I think check Nanu. I think so. Okay, Water Trial, Fire Trial, Grass Trial. I think Olivia will be easy with Hidden Power fighting. Maybe we should take a look at the... Hey, John, do you think Porygon's going to have an advantage in the Ghost Trial because we're going to be immune to Shadow Claw? It can only hit us with Play Rough. And it's a wild Pokemon, so I'm pretty sure it has wild Pokemon AI. I'm pretty confident it might use Shadow Claw on us at one point. I don't know. Have you ever used a normal type in this game? Like, how does Mimikyu behave with a normal type? Will it sometimes go for a ghost move like a random wild Pokemon? Or will it actively know not to use that move? And will spam Play Rough? Like, do you know? Seriously though, John, I am glad you're here today. Play Rough's its best move anyway. Yeah, I get that, but it's a wild Pokemon, so like, does it have wild Pokemon AI? Will it randomly just go for Shadow Ball doing no damage? Or is it smarter than that? That's just what I'm trying to ask. Okay, so... yeah, let's look at Mimikyu. It doesn't choose things that cannot hit. Okay, so it's either going to go Play Rough or Mimic then. Got it. Let's assume 40. That's a basis. Let's assume 40. Okay, so... 69, 77. Okay, so we're going to get a useless attack boost. John, I'm doing this as a starting point. If it's not enough, I'll go higher. Alright, so we would need... The one thing I like about Sun and Moon is they're very generous with TMs. It's kind of similar to, like, not X and Y. It's kind of similar to Oras. Oras is pretty generous with TMs. So, I think Shadow Ball is just what we'll look at. Oh, right. Normal. Oh, gross, dude. Does this thing... Okay, this thing does not learn Rock Tomb or anything like that. So we're going to get hit with Play Rough. I think we have to hope for a turn 1 Mimic. Then we got to use Charge Beam to break the thing. No, go Shadow Ball. So we'll use Shadow Ball, hope it breaks the thing. And then if we Z converted... You know what? You guys might be right. I think this might be Eviolite time. Let's look at this. Shadow Ball, 97% chance to 2-hit, so we would literally need to use 2 Shadow Balls, 3 Shadow Balls on the Mimikyu. Yeah, look at that, with Eviolite, it's only going to do like 28% to us. I think as long as we're lucky with Hypnosis misses, we should win this with Eviolite. Alright, so Nanu. I think the strat here was going to be Signal Beam. Alright, let's assume 45. We're going to get a physical attack boost for it. I don't think turn 1 Charge Beam on the... Oh, you know, you're right. Turn 1 Charge Beam on the Mimikyu. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I understand that now. Okay, so Sableye, we will outspeed it. And then we would go... It would go for Fake Out. And then... Z conversion in... Dude, we do not want to Z conversion to a bug type unless we know for a fact we can kill everything. Oh, dude, look at that. We are not going to outspeed that Persian. So I think Fake Out into Z conversion and turn into a bug type. And it has Power Gem. Frick, you're right. Is there a better typing? Not Psychic. Is there a better typing we could convert into? Flying, Grass, Ice, Electric, Bug. I don't think so. Hear me out. Turn ourselves into a Dark type. Get rid of this. What if we had Thief on this moveset and we turned ourselves into a Dark type? Because I don't think... What coverage does this guy have against a Dark type? Power Gem... You could use Tri-Attack. So that would just keep us at Z normal. Or that would keep us at the normal typing. So we would have to get the Omni Boost. Then 2-shot the Sableye. And then 1-shot... So Black Hole Eclipse will do like 35% of our health. Then again, 10%. Oh wait, fuck, I'm still holding on to the Eviolite. So we would essentially get hit with 1 Fake Out and 2 Power Gems. Yeah, we'll get hit with 2 Power Gems. And then... Yeah, I know, John. I just realized that. No, I think the proper strat, since we're not getting stabbed with Signal Beam anyway, it might be better to convert ourselves into a Dark type. I don't think keeping ourselves as normal is a good idea. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Z convert into a Dark type. Speed EVs are not going to help us outspeed that Persian. That is such bad speed. It'd be much better to just survive the hit. Alright, so our moveset is going to be Thief, Signal Beam, Charge Beam, Conversion. You could outspeed the Croc Rock. I mean, I think I already do. 111, 105. Yeah, I already do. It's not gonna be a problem. Alright, Z conversion into Dark type. Sweep with Signal Beam. Persian Z move will do around... let's assume 25%. Okay, Mimikyu, Nanu, Hapu. I think Hapu should be the last fight we look at. Okay, let's look at Hapu. I know this is a longer planning session, but trust me, this will save us time. John, we're not going to use Tri-Attack. We're using Signal Beam for the whole fight. Okay, let's look at Hapu. We're going to have to do a lot of training for this spot for sure. But... let's assume 50. So let's see. Against Doug Trio, we're going to get an attack boost. That sucks. Blizzard for this fight? I agree with that. Alright, so... oh my god, that's a very bad Earthquake. Maybe we can purchase some irons for Vitamin of the Day. 51 to 60. That helps a little bit, but not much. But if we convert ourselves... oh my god. This right here might be the arc. Well, we're going to need the much higher level anyway. Let's go 60. More speed EVs. 144 speed EVs. Versus an Iron Head spammer. John, Solar Beam is only good for this fight if you use the Grass CMZ. Unless we're using Sunny Day. Or if we can survive a hit easily. But let's just look here. I mean, we need a grass type move. I agree with you on that. Alright, so I think our move's set. Alright, let's have this be our moveset for now. Then against the Doug Trio... In power fighting. Solar Beam. Okay, that thing really can't do that much, so that's fine. Blizzard. Blizzard. Dude, even with Z conversion, that move will still do a lot. But yeah, for the Mudstale specifically, we have to use Blizzard. Okay, this is the strat. We need a minimum level of 60. Oh. Dude, I don't want to turn us into an ice type, but at the same time, we're going to have to convert into something. I mean, the stab coverage doesn't really matter, though. Like, it really doesn't. Blizzard will already one-shot both of these anyway. If anything, actually, turn ourselves into a grass type. Because that way, Gastrodon can do less damage to us. I mean, I don't think that'll really matter at all. I feel like... John, we don't need Stab Ice. Blizzard already one-shots Flygon and Mudstale. It already does. Yeah, grass. Wait, Blizzard one-shots the water ground type? Oh my god. Dude, I don't want to use 3 Blizzards. In that case, Solar Beam's kind of useless. Well, no, we want to turn her... In that case, Solar Beam's just useless. Alright, so our moveset should be Blizzard, Hidden Power, some random junk move. Z convert into Ice type. Sweep with Hidden Power and Blizzard. Psychic or Shout? I mean, it's just whatever junk move for fighting in the canyon. Okay, guys, I think we have finished planning. I don't think we need to plan for anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and save these notes. We have spent an hour and 18 minutes planning. But this was 100% worth it. I even wrote in the notes the exact ordering of the move so I can convert properly. Alright, I have PK Hex open. Yeah, I've done the hard fights. The minor fights we'll just do on our own. Okay, so we still need Timid Nature. Our ability will be Download. You know what? I think I'm going to nickname this Porygon Torture. Or you know what? No. I have a better nickname for it. Oh, yeah, John. I'll still get, like, other items. Like, I'll still get Expert Belt and Shell Bell. I think those are just universals. I'm always going to get those no matter what playthrough I do. Anyway, our Hidden Power typing will be Hidden Power Fighting. It's too late for me, bye. Thanks, stand by, N1. Thanks for your help. I mean, there's always the VOD. At least you could watch it on 2x speed. Alright. What's our starting moveset? Tackle, Sharpen, and the conversion moves. Leftovers for EV training? John, it's a 5% encounter, man. But we do need a decent bit of EVs. At the bare minimum, we need 150 special attack, 144 speed at the bare minimum. You know what, John? You might be right, though. It might actually make it a lot easier. Alright, I'll have to take your word on it. Oh, fun fact. In PK Hex here, I can actually change the Pokeball that the starter gets sent out of. I could do that if I wanted to. Alright, I'm gonna look up, hold on. I'm gonna figure out what Munchlax's catch rate is. Great ball for greatness, right? What level are they? I'm gonna assume level 10. Full HP. Pokeball. 12% chance. If we're gonna have to do training on Zubats, we're gonna end up one-shotting this thing. What if we catch him in Great Balls? Can you get Great Balls before the... Can you get Great Balls after the Hollow Fight? 17%. Ew. Yeah, we're gonna need to buy a crap ton of Pokeballs. But you're right, it's gonna make the EV training a lot easier. I mean, then again, Shellbell could do it, but the problem is Shellbell sucks, especially since we're gonna have to stall. At least we get Conversion and Conversion 2 for stalling. Okay. Got a shiny Porygon early this year, and let's go without the shiny charm. Wow, congrats. Isn't that like 1 in 4,000 in that game? Okay, poll time. Let me know if you guys think I'm overestimating this thing. You know, John, you're probably right. Okay, this run's gonna take a while. Let's get started. Now. Alright, everyone, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, this was a run I did not want to do blind. See what I named it? Oh my god. This is slow. Oh, question. I know most of the moves I'm getting, I know where they are. Like, I know where Toxic is. Where is Thief? Where's the Thief TM? That's going to be a TM I need to pick up, and I don't think I've ever picked it up before. Man, John, can you imagine how badly this run would suck if Conversion was a Psychic move? And we had to get the Psychium Z? Thief is after Tauros Ride. But, like, where is it? Okay, we don't want attack, so I'm gonna run from that. Where you fight... Oh, is that the TM that, like, pops up behind it? Oh, okay, I know where that is. Dude, the shading here is really weird on Porygon. You know what's funny? Game Dev paid money for me to play this, and he's not even here. I'm sure he'll watch the VOD. Hello, future Game Dev. Thanks for making me suffer. And guys, this will be the only time you're ever going to see me play a first stage in Moon. Like, Z conversion is what's saving this thing greatly. Like, even for the random moon streams, I'm gonna have it set to be only fully evolved. But I guess this will give us a sneak peek for... I mean, this is probably not a good candidate for a sneak peek for a first stage, because Z conversion is insane. Hey guys, question. Does Gyarados in Sun and Moon, Gen 7, does it get Splash at level 1? Like, in addition to its other moves? Because if so, we could use Z Splash and give ourselves a +3 attack. Get rid of Conversion 2? Yes, Conversion 2. Alright, so I think with Z conversion, we're going to want to turn into the Psychic type by default for most runs, because we'll get Stab. So I'm going to move Psybeam to slot 1. It does not get splashed? Damn. That would have been so cool. Can you guys tell me what Pokemon gets splashed by level up in Gen 7? Oh, Z. What does Z Dragon Dance do? Not like that would matter. The Dragonium Z is like one of the last Z crystals you get. I mean, regular Dragon Dance is already good enough. I'm not paying attention to what boost I'm getting each fight. One Dragon Dance and... oh my god, I forgot Moxie. Okay, Gyarados is going to destroy the game. Okay. Actually, I better get like 11 more Pokeballs. Hey guys, you know what I'm realizing? You guys remember how we were looking at the Elite Four, and basically, if we just get to the right level, Z conversion is just going to completely destroy the entire league. Imagine how Porygon Z would do, because Porygon Z also gets conversion. How do you guys think Porygon Z is going to do? Because that thing also gets Nasty Plot. I don't know what level, but it gets it. Okay, this thing I'm going to have to spam tackle on, which is annoying, but that's why I kept Sharpen. Uh-oh. Okay, we win. That was close. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's annoying. To be fair, actually, I think I should have used conversion to give myself stab Psybeam. That was probably... But then again, Wait, does the Alolan Meowth here have a dark move? Okay, that sucked. At least I spent my money. I mean, at least I get some special attack EVs, yeah. I don't think this thing gets dark moves? Oh, crap, it does. Well, you guys know what the plan is. Blackout train until we win. We gotta Aerodactyl this fight. Dude, Teacher Emily may as well be one of the 3 major fights here. Alright, so I think do not convert into a Psychic type. Bruh. I didn't pay attention. What stat am I getting downloaded? Special attack. Oh my gosh, Paraflinch. You know what's funny, John? People consider Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to be the hardest mainline Pokemon games in the entire series. They just had to go out of their way to, like, buff almost everybody. But then this person they nerfed. It sounds like the music they would play in the underground when you stole someone's flag. I hate flinches. You know what, John? I highly doubt Sharpen and Tackle is going to be enough for the Raticate, at least without extra levels. So it might actually be worth grinding on Ghastly. Question though, do Ghastly still spawn in the graveyard in the day? Same game would be easier. Did you play the Ultra games first and then went backwards? That was sorta like me. Because the only reason I say sorta was because I played Moon first, but only half of it, then gave up. Then I decided to give the Ultra games a chance, beat them, then I went back into Moon and started a fresh playthrough. Just in case. The only reason I decided to give the Ultra games a chance after my disappointment with Pokemon Moon originally, because I only went halfway through and gave up, was because on the back cover, I saw glimpses of Rainbow Rocket. I'm like, wait, they added Team Rocket to this? I gotta play it. I gotta figure out where they did that. Yeah, John, I think if you give a Gen 7 game I was still of the opinion that at first I thought the Ultra games had a better story, but that's only because of the post game. I feel like if they kept the Loose Mean story the same but added the post game, Gen 7 would have been super good. Oh, Masters, thank you so much for the $9.99. I mean, it was just a minimum of 5. Let's see. Guzzlord. Alright, I will do that after... what was it? Gyarados. I'll do that in 2 weeks. I'll put it on the calendar. Did I forget something? Oh, right, I was supposed to battle Lima. Bruh. Whoops. But yeah, John, I think at some point, as a fourth fun thing for live streams, I might actually, what was I saying? Agility? Gross. I might actually attempt team runs in Ultramoon, battle the Elite Four and Rainbow Rocket. I think the concept of a team run is fun, but the way people like Madrybread execute them are not great, because they essentially turn into solo runs with just the best Pokemon. But if you just start directly at the Elite Four and just have the team already in your party, your whole team essentially gets leveled up. It ends up being incredibly interesting. I might actually try that. I don't know when I would try it, though, but I do want to try it. Just start at the Ultramoon Elite Four, and then the run ends when you defeat Giovanni. If you can even beat Giovanni. But the question is, like, I know you do your rules slightly differently, like, I think my rule, like, maybe for the held items, part of me wants to be allowed to swap out held items at will, but maybe what I'll do is, unless they explicitly already have a held item, I have to make them keep that held item, but if they don't have one, I can give one to them. So that way, there's always a team of 6 items. Because otherwise, it wouldn't be interesting just having no item. Like, if I do a team and one of the Pokemon has a Citrus Berry, I have to make it keep the Citrus Berry. But if something doesn't have it, I could give it a Choice Scarf or something. And I'll use rare candies to get to the level caps if I need to. Alright, I'm gonna go take a look at the Howley Graveyard. May as well fight the trainers here. Get some XP. Ooh, Speedy Bee. Nice. Actually, I think Pikachu give 2 Speedy Bees now. Because of the fact they evolved from Pichu. Yep. Okay, that's speed. Okay, this thing is using Sand Attack on me. Oh yeah, there's the Confide TM. Doesn't that just lower the opponent's special attack by 1 stage? I think it does. Yeah, I better just skip that. I think that's all the trainers. What is this? Paralyze heal. Hey look, I'm grave robbing. Big mushroom, that could sell for some money. Okay, Ghastly do spawn here, that's good. But yeah, there is no way in hell we can beat the Raticate at this level. Oh, Drifloon spawned here in the day. I think that was... Wait, what EVs do Drifloon give? What level do you guys think is appropriate to take on the Raticate? I think when we get Recover. Because we're going to have to knock it out with Tackle. There's no way around it. We'll have to use Sharpen Tackle. So I think level 18. So until then, we'll train here. Ghastly will give us Special Attack. Zubat will give us Speed. And I have no idea what Drifloon gives. I'll pay attention here. Dude, I didn't notice. Was it HP? The reason why I picked Guzzler is because Giovanni uses it, and it has the highest HP of all the sync pairs, and it really is bulky with stockpiles, raising defenses for all sync pairs to the rank by 3. Dang, I'm assuming you're talking about Pokemon Masters. Okay, it is HP. You know, Game Dev, I had a feeling you would show up. You know what's upsetting, John? Or, yeah, Game Dev? You missed the first hour and 15 minutes of the stream. We were planning the run. You should have been here for all that, but I guess at least now you're here for the fun stuff. But yeah, right now I'm just going to train to level 18. I don't know what level we'll need for Raticate, but I think going into the Raticate with Recover is going to be the best strat. Maybe we can do it at a higher level, but these are EVs we need anyway, and we need training. Just get a head start here. I think I'm going to skip the Drifloon. They take 2 hits. Okay, so, yeah, I'm thinking for the new year, because of the... It's really interesting. A lot of people are really wanting to see certain Pokemon in Pokemon Moon. Probably just because Pokemon Moon is the hardest game I play right now. The runs are very difficult to plan. So I think maybe for this year, if a YouTube member requests a run, or donates to request a run, it'll be in Pokemon Moon, because I'm doing a random Moon run every week. But I'll make it... If I have a member request run that I need to do, I can just do it during that time slot. That way it doesn't affect my other content. Like, I just finished the Elemental Monkeys. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have Moon be my biggest leaderboard by the end of the year. But I think that's actually a good thing, because since these games are so much harder, I need a lot more playthroughs to get good at it. So I think it's a good idea. Well, you weren't home. Well, that's not my fault. Question, is there a place nearby that isn't the Pokemon Center? Moon also has many Pokemon too. Well, I mean, I always tell people you can choose the game. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know Guzma's house is nearby, and there's a little motel. I wonder if any of those have a healing spot in them. I don't think they do. But I think I would have to just head back to the Howley Center. I think most of your critiques of Porygon have been flat out removed with this game as well, so you may as well finish... Hey, no. I still do not like Porygon. I like its evolutions, but I don't like Porygon itself. Like, I was telling John and N1 earlier, imagine this game with Porygon Z with a nasty plot. What do you mean backporting the Pokemon from the Ultra games? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, Duskmane and Dawnwings, I think they're called? I would have no idea how to do that. And honestly, probably not. The only games that I really want to do backports for are Crystal. And right now we're focused on the Mega Evolutions. Speaking of which, make sure you guys come back tomorrow, because our next Mega is going to be Mega Heatran. The thing has the same special attack as Mega Chandelure, but it actually gets more special moves than just Fire. It's also going to have Crunch, and it's also going to have some sort of other typing. I think it was Grass. I think it gets a Grass move. It was a completely different beast from Gens 1 to 3. Don't even think there's a full disassembly. There's not even a full disassembly of Gen 5. Shadow Stitch made his ROM hack by just straight up doing hex editing. Oh, and also, for our Pokemon Game of the Week next week, it's going to be Pokemon Sapphire. The video in the stream will be Lunatone for the stream and Solrock for the video. And then the Moon stream next week will be Pokemon Moon with Gyarados. Because that was a member requested run from Sundown. Yeah, it was Sundown. And then, yeah, the week after will be Guzzlord. No, game dev, I still have the right to refuse. I included the right to refuse clause specifically because of people like you, John. Or game dev, sorry. I was talking with John a lot. Like, go back to my starting soon screen. It'll tell you at the bottom, we have the right to refuse, but I'll do just about anything. If you tell me Magikarp or Pyukumuku, I will make you pick something else. Like, make it a realistic run. Why do you think I accepted Porygon, even though I said I wasn't going to play first stages? It's technically a realistic Pokemon. Like, a realistic attempt of doing a run, so I allowed it. But, honestly, I think if you requested Tyrogue, I would have made you pick something else. I might put babies in the same category as things like Magikarp. At least for Gen 7. Alright, so yeah, we're almost at level 18 where we'll get Recover. Recover is going to be a pretty great move for EV training on Zubats. Because we need 144 speed EVs. So I think in the early game on the Zubats, I'll probably just train up to like 100. Yeah, I think train up to 100. I can get the rest of the 40 speed EVs naturally. Maybe I'll go 110. And you guys may be wondering why not SOS train on the Zubats right now. You actually do not unlock SOS training until after you beat the Raticate. I'm just doing this training to get Recover. I think Recover might be needed for the Raticate. If not Recover, at least the higher level. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete Sharpen. I have to delete Sharpen. I would not keep Sharpen. Yeah. I mean, we're a higher level anyway, so I think just Tackle only will be enough. Beauty Fly, that gives speed. So I'll kill that. Yeah, I'm struggling to sleep. That gives attack. Run away. I mean, it's fine, N1. Just keep watching until you fall asleep and the phone falls on your face. Trust me, that's happened to me a lot. Like, I'd drowse off, and then the phone falls on my face, and I wake up. I'm like, ugh, ugh. Oh, Brick Break. I'm watching this on PC. Oh, dang. Wow, that did a lot. Oranberry. I like how they're just dancing in the rock. It's pretty funny. Alright, this will give us a sneak peek for the totem fight. Okay, so I think the totem is going to end up being a 4-shot. Then again, that totem's going to have a helper too. So I still think Quick Claw is necessary. Let's see if we get an attack boost with download. Damn it. Okay. Alright, Tackle. Alright, I think the Raticate only spawns a helper one time, so I better prioritize it. Tail Whip, oh god. Yeah, this is why I think Recover is necessary. There we go. Yeah, quick Recover, 100% necessary here. Uh-oh. Well, reset to the Raticate. You know, I probably could have accepted the Blackout and got 2 Speed EVs. I mean, it's definitely harder not having Sharpen, but I think Recover is more important for this fight. Bruh, 2 flinches in a row. Awesome. You know, I would honestly say just because of Alolan Raticate being part dark, with Stab Bite, I actually think Moon is the harder game than Sun. Like, what do you think, John? If you're even here still. If not, then I'll ask when you get back. I kind of wonder if Silk Scarf is the better plan. No, I still think Quick Claw. Unless you're a fighting type. I mean, why? So fighting types... I mean, I guess fighting types are easier in Moon just because the Eradicate's 4 times weak. But at the same time, Gumshoos is also weak to fighting, just by not as much. And it's an early game thing, so I highly doubt that'll matter. I don't know. Because the difference between Sun and Moon is so great with this first trial. If Lunala was playing in Pokemon Sun, Lunala could actually get a high tier time. Well, there is still Mimikyu, but it wouldn't have to train to level 19 for the first trial. Okay, so right now I can actually start SOS training. I don't want to train on Raticates. Or Rattatas. Well, I may as well. I don't think Rattata have a call rate of 15. Oh well. When you black out, you still keep the effort values. I like how you can just black out and spawn behind him. Depends if they learn Brick Break or not. Mewtwo can. Well, John, I think, wouldn't you agree, in general, Pokemon Moon is the harder game? All because if you're playing with a Ghost type or a Psychic type, you are going to have a lot of problems in the first trial. But if you were playing in Sun, you wouldn't have those problems because you could just use your stab coverage. Well, not with Ghost, but at least with Psychic. I think Psychic types suffer really bad in this game, all because of the Raticate. I mean, Ghost types as well. Bruh, it was too powerful for that Zubat. Okay, I don't think I can EV train on speed right now. I'm gonna have to do that later, after I get Hidden Power Fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Hidden Power Fighting first, and come back. Then again, I can't just go back, because I would have to wait for Charizard. But I don't think that'll be a big deal. The Fire Trial, I think, is gonna be pretty easy. Get your main item equipped. Yep. Sure is. This will be our default item unless otherwise noted. I mean, so far for Mimikyu, the totem fight Mimikyu, we have to use Eviolite. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to make sure... Okay, I need to make sure conversion is in slot 2. Psychic I will give you, but both games you have the stupid trainer with the Rattata. True, good point. But I do think in general, Moon is harder. There we go. Leppa, Chesto, Leppa. I mean, yes, there is still the one kid with the Rattata, but that Raticate's terrifying. Okay, yep, Z conversion. That did give me the Omni boost, right? Oh, yeah. Check this out. Hey, game dev. Did you know when you suggested Porygon that this thing had the move Conversion? And if you use the Normalium Z with Conversion, it gives Porygon an Omni boost. I can literally have a free Omni boost every single fight. Yeah, Dialga Palkia's theme's a banger. I know some people don't like it, but those people are wrong. Be Porygon. You know what, though? It'll still be interesting seeing how much Z conversion can hold this thing up. The Shiinotic instead of Parasect, the latter are overall worse. You think Parasect is worse to deal with than Shiinotic? Okay, let's go ahead and get the Munchlax first. Nest Ball. I might use that on the Munchlax. Alright, let's find our Munchlax. You know, fun fact, Bonsly was our original method for grinding for defense EVs until I discovered the Marowak and the Fire Trial. You can just infinitely fight the wrong one. Shiinotic or... Yeah, I would have to say the Parasect is worse. Yeah, John, I still think it was the right call to start to allow Z moves. Because it actually makes planning more fun. It allows more opportunities for some fights. It actually makes them more fun. I don't think it makes them more easier. I think it makes them more fun. I mean, obviously Z conversion's pretty OP, but only 4 Pokemon up until Gen 7 get conversion. Porygon, Porygon 2, Porygon Z, and Genesect. Those are the only Pokemon that get conversion. They're the only ones that could utilize it. This is kind of like the equivalent if I played a Pokemon in Gen 1 that got Amnesia by level up. Moonspawn's the harder Fairy type? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Fairy type? Also, Munchlax here are a 5% encounter, but leftovers are guaranteed. So on average, I should find it within 20 encounters. Oh, Munchlax, where are you? Okay. There we go. There's Munchlax, my boy. I do not want to tackle that thing. I'm gonna go Nest Ball. Damn. Yeah, I don't trust my moves. Oh my god, we got a shit ton of balls. Oh. Oh, Psybeam did not do that much. Oh. That thing +6? That thing's +4. Come on, Munchlax. There we go. Wait, I better go get that nugget. Dude, going down ledges is hard as a Tauros. Ultra Moon Team Rainbow Rocket is much harder. What's the difference? I know it's the legendaries. I know Cyrus, Lysander, and Getsus and Giovanni are different. Because the first 3 will use a different legendary, and Giovanni uses a different Mega Mewtwo. I think Ultramoon's Mega Mewtwo Y, which I would say is definitely the better Mewtwo Mega. Honestly, I think for the full team runs, I may actually alternate between the two. Not like who I think will be easier or harder. I think I'll just start with one, then go to the other. That way we see the different legendaries. I cannot learn acrobatics. Skip that. I don't think there's any point to the Shell Bell just because of leftovers, but you never know. Hey John, is there somewhere convenient on Akala Island we can do EV training for speed? Like, for Zubats? If anything, it sells for vitamins. Yeah, true. For some reason, Gen 7 made a lot of the battle items pretty valuable. Oh, I better make sure I deposit my Munchlax, because otherwise I'm gonna have to face double battles. Oh, I better make sure I get Protect as well. Yes, Giovanni uses Mewtwo. Lysander uses a Veltal, which is harder than Xerneas. Getsus uses Reshiram. Yeah, I think if I were to do those, I would alternate. I don't know when I'll start doing those, but I do want to do those at some point. Like, maybe I'll do it as a series. Like, imagine this. Like, you know how I would do the Pokemon World Tournament streams? Maybe I could have a mini-series with that where I beat the Ultra Moon, Elite Four, and Rainbow Rocket with all of the teams of the various gym leaders and champions of the World Tournament. Hey, Senitia. Like, I could start with Brock, then go to Misty. And the good thing is, all of the gym leaders and champions in the tournament will all have held items and effort values. So, I actually could have very decent teams, but at the same time, Brock's gonna have that stupid Onix. Yeah, true, at least I don't have to get a second Pokemon. I just gotta remember to withdraw the Munchlax. Yeah, I like your series, John. I actually want to start doing it because I like the idea of team runs, but not the way that people like Madrybrit execute them. Because if you were to just start with, like, let's say you were to play this whole game with Cynthia's team, you start with a Gible as your starter, and then you catch the rest of the Pokemon later, it just ends up turning into a Garchomp solo run with the occasional backup. And the levels just don't match up at all. But I think skipping straight to the Elite Four and essentially fighting the Elite Four in the hardest game in the franchise might be it'll be very interesting for sure. Alright, hidden power fighting. Alright, do you guys think it's time to get rid of Tackle? Yes, I think it is time to get rid of Tackle. What do you guys? Well, thing is, I don't want to get rid of Recover. Recover's a great move for stalling. What do you guys think? Should I get rid of Tackle or should I get rid of Recover? You know, I still have the feeling Recover might be useful. I think I'm just going to be spamming Psybeam anyway with Stab. I'm getting rid of Tackle. Ultra Moon is impossible for some teams, but Ultra Sun due to the moves, not Ultra Sun Moon due to the movesets. Are you talking? Oh, so you're saying I should start at the Rainbow Rockets. Okay. That would make the streams go faster too. So yeah, it would be a Rainbow Rocket series. I think that's much better. Where am I going again? Shit, I don't remember what I was doing. I mean, I know I need to be training special attack and speed. But I have to wait until I get to Charizard to go back and EV train and speed. And for special attack, I don't want to train on Psyduck. Those Psyduck are far too unreliable. I'm gonna I'm gonna EV train in the Ghost Trial. Don't fight the rich guy? What? What rich? John, your stream is so behind, man. May as well fight these fishermen. Charge beam is south of the center. Oh, I better go get that. Oh, here it is. Alright, so for this, yeah, for the trial here, I'm going to get rid of Hidden Power. Ooh, oh my god, 3 cherry berries. I just hit the jackpot. Hey John, I hit the jackpot. I remember in red and blue. I remember during the yellow Porygon race, level 22 is when Porygon got Psybeam. Lucky you have me. Yeah, John, I severely do appreciate it, though. Because you're the only other person who does Sun and Moon runs, and I think Salamence is like a close third, but I think he only does the Ultra games. And I don't think he's done as many as you. Dude. Go away. I didn't know you could run away from those. Huh. I moved Charge Beam to slot 1, so I'll become an electric type. Actually, wait, guys. This might be the one fight where Soak is bad. I missed. What? What? Dude. I 100% blame the Charge Beam miss for that. I know I forgot to heal, but if it weren't for the Charge Beam miss, I would have won. See, that's how it should have gone. Jerk. This is like losing to the hiker. Dang. It is a very good thing I taught Charge Beam before fighting this guy. Magnet Rise, gross. Yeah, that trainer's not avoidable. Alright, I think I want to put Psychic back in... Psybeam back in slot 1. Dang it. Alright, I will go ahead and get this Carbos here. Why do the burritos look like Gen 4 cowboys? I have no idea. You can talk to them from pretty far. Professor, the Masked Royal. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest TM. Back in here twice day. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. You know, we technically do need defense, but I'm just gonna buy iron for that. Memorial Hill for the Zubat? Where is that? So do I. You make a great comedic duo. I mean, I don't know about comedic duo. Or Olivia? Oh, you mean like that? Oh, okay, okay. Do you think I should just wait there? To do it there, then? Okay, hopefully I can one-shot after that. Oh, where you get spell tech. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was kind of my fault. Well, to be fair, I couldn't have healed. Wait a minute. I have recovered, don't I? Oh, well. I mean, to be fair, I was at low health going into the fight because of the hiker damaging me. So I feel like that blackout was inevitable. Damn it. Okay, I just found out something. If you move your cursor down from the top slot and you spam A, instead of going to Z conversion, it'll go to Z recover. That is interesting. I did not know that. Okay, so if I were to Z move right now, it goes to Z conversion. But if I go to conversion, Z move, okay. If I go to charge beam, then Z move, it goes to recover. Okay. Haunt. And Torment. Awesome. Dude, that thing did, like, nothing. Oh, getting hit with special attack drops. I don't think we're... Oh, dude. Wow, this is awful. Oh my god. You know what's interesting? I can actually blackout train here for speed EVs. Okay, I'm gonna take the blackout next time. Okay, I'm gonna attempt... one charge beam? Actually, theoretically, Z recover could help here because it'll get rid of my stat nerfs. Nah, it probably wouldn't. Just kill the Salazzle at that point? I couldn't have killed anything, dude. I'm only going to take the blackout if I kill the Salazzle. Oh my god. Dude, Venom. Why does Venom Drench have to lower special attack? It literally ruins the whole strat. It legitimately ruins the whole strat. Well, John, I'm gonna reset if I don't knock out any of them. Okay, so now I'll take the blackout. I guess I should just fight this trainer to not have to fight her again. It kind of sucks. Even with +1 in my special attack and stab Psybeam, it does not kill. Torment. Alright, if I'm going to get hit with Torment, may as well go for Charge Beam first. And Taunt. Okay, not like that matters. Wow. Just wow. One HP. Nice. That was actually kind of rough. This is why I hate Porygon. You expect more out of this thing. Good thing the totem didn't have Protect. I mean, I know a totem that does have Protect. By the way, nice catch with a shiny Psyduck. It's a much better color than the Golduck. Yeah, I would have done a run with it, but allowed it to evolve. But I forgot to save it. I'm not kidding, I expected to, like, second try it. I thought Omniboost Psybeam with Stab would have one-shot it. I legitimately thought it would. But it did far less than I thought. Okay, this tree right here is the last tree in the entire region that can have Chesto and Cherry Berries. Nice, 2 citrus berries. Alright, I think I only have, like, 1 Chesto berry. Psybeam is pretty weak move, though. Yeah, but I had the same type attack bonus because of conversion. So it was a 97 power psychic move. I mean, at least I'll get psychic pretty soon. The TM for psychic is available after the Olivia fight. Also, Lurantis is the best place to blackout train if you need attack EVs. Hold on, what are we even gonna do for it? That thing has X-Scissor. You know, I think we should probably do the EV training now. Game dev. The reason Porygon had Stab is because I used Conversion to turn myself into a Psychic type. The Omni Boost came from using Z Conversion. Okay, get rid of Charge Beam. Alright. Hopefully, Hidden Power Fighting does not kill these Zubats in one hit. Do Zubat quad resist fighting? Because I swore Poison also resisted fighting. Let's try it. I don't know. It does? Okay. It did slightly too much. Or no, it did not enough. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna have to keep spamming Hidden Power Fighting until I find one that gets it in red health. I'm thinking maybe I'll let it hit me with a Leech Life. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I guess we could have done Z conversion. I forgot about that. And also, I have Recover here as well. Yeah, we're just going to do this EV training now because we're going to need training for the grass trial. I don't see a way around it. Oh, you're right. I should have equipped leftovers. Are we going to get special attack, though? We're going to get special attack EVs from the Ghost Trial. We'll have room for it, don't worry. I'm just gonna do one more grinding session with the Zubats. Bruh, I think I just crit that thing. Yeah, Leech Life got a very nice buff. I like it. And because of that, they had to give Zubat Absorb. Okay, I think I should just Psybeam any of the helpers that this Zubat summons. Well, John, I can't really... John, we've discussed this. That only works if the Pokemon that gets hit with a super effective move is the one calling for help. And it only works for one turn. So that effectively means nothing, John. Alright, I think as soon as that thing heals back into green health, I'll use another Hidden Power Fighting. Okay, now let's go Hidden Power Fighting. Oh, maybe I should have let it heal up some more. 103. I need more EVs. Yeah, Diglett wouldn't really work out either. I think Z... Oh. Hold on. Come on, heal yourself up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Alright, I think once we get to like 120, we'll stop. And then after that, we really... Here's what we might do. If we still need more training, we might just have to EV train on the Psyducks. I don't like doing it because they're so unreliable, but I feel like in this one we have to. But to be fair, I think the only reason they felt unreliable was because I was constantly giving them status conditions with Simipour last time. Yeah, we might have to do this special attack training early. That means, yeah, we'll have to do Psyduck. Yeah, I didn't have leftovers either. But to be fair, John, the leftovers wasn't as much of the problem. How will you not KO them at this level? Good question. I don't know. Unless we just do EV training the old-fashioned way, which would suck. Okay, I think this might be enough. Oh yeah, that'll be enough. Thief? Oh. I mean, I only have like 19 attack EVs anyway, so it's not going to be doing that much damage. John, Thief is 60. You will be outsped by the Lurantis. Yeah. That's why I think we have to just do the special attack EV training now, because we're gonna need training no matter what. So we'll just do this now. Who knows? We might end up getting more special attack EVs than we need. Okay, here's the question. Hey guys, what is the minimum speed where after an Omni boost I will outspeed the Lurantis? Okay, let's try Thief. Wow, that was perfect. Okay, we gotta keep this chain going as long as we can. 56? Okay, that won't be too bad. Okay, I better use Conversion, actually. Give myself Stab Psychic moves, just so I can knock out these Psyduck easier. I miss infinite TMs? What do you mean? There are still infinite TMs. I mean, Scarlet and Violet had the craftable TMs, but Legend ZA has renewable TMs. Sword and Shield was like 50-50. I think it's just going to be game dependent. Oh yeah, this is far better. I'm gonna test if Thief can one-shot. No, they cannot. Yeah, John, I think what you said about getting leftovers for SOS training is 100% a good idea. Like, it did take a little bit of time. It took like a minute and a half to get the leftovers, but it makes it far more consistent so we can train longer. So I think I'll start remembering that for the future. I will agree, though. I think them bringing not just one-time use TMs, but the fact you had to craft them made it even worse. You had to, like, work for those TMs. Like, I think infinite TMs are just far more convenient and better. So hopefully Generation 10 keeps the infinite TMs. Yeah, the leftovers essentially cancels out the supersonics. Yeah, I guess that's true, John. If you're only training in speed, it's not worth it. But if you need to EV train in special attack, it's worth it. I think if you're EV training for attack, I don't think leftovers are worth it, because you would just blackout train at the grass trial. Because the Lurantis gives two attack EVs, and the Trumbeak gives 2 attack EVs. If it was TMs you had to buy after X condition, it would have been almost perfect. I mean, kind of what they did in like these games, the TMs were very well hidden. You had to actually find them. Or if you can buy them in the mart, they're freaking expensive. Like Rain Dance is like 50 grand. I will say though, do you guys know that in Generation 5, when they first introduced infinite TMs, it would not... What am I doing? It would not restore your current power points, so you couldn't use it to, like, restore your PP. They actually got rid of that starting Gen 6. You can actually teach TMs over and over again to heal up your power points. They actually reverted that change. Blackout. Thank you for the reminder. So I think in this case, I'm gonna stop going for Thief. Or I'm gonna stop going for Recover. I want to keep the training going a bit more. You know what's funny? This Psyduck that I'm keeping alive might end up killing itself with struggle at some point. Dude, I have no idea how many PP that Psyduck has. I mean, here's what I'm going to do to prevent the fight for going forever. I think as soon as I'm down to my last thief, I will kill the main Psyduck. Or better yet, I might end up killing myself with struggle. Yeah, I think I might end up killing myself with struggle. I would knock it out now and heal up. Nah, I'll just struggle. I'll just kill them with struggle and either win or lose. I'm just going to go ahead and use up all my recovers. Actually, no, I still need a stalling move. Because it's always faster to just keep the chain going, rather than make a new chain. Because here's the thing, I'm a higher level now. There's a chance Thief might not one-shot. Or no, it will one-shot. What am I, dumb? Alright, I'll kill this thing now. Alright, watch this. 50 to 114. I gained 64 special attack EVs in one grind session. I am nowhere close to outspeeding that Lurantis, though. Hey guys, what do you think? Do you guys think I might need more speed EVs? 48. I think once I reach my 150 or so special attack EVs, I might go back and train on more Zubats. Because we need to outspeed the Lurantis. After our Omni Boost. But yeah, I'm still going to stick to the 150 minimum for special attack EVs, but speed might end up being more important than special attack. Depends on how long I choose to keep going for. I mean, unless someone's been keeping count of the Psyducks I'm murdering. Yeah, its speed was definitely the much bigger problem, yeah. Because even with the Omni Boost, like, early game, it may not even be enough. John, you've actually kept count? Or no, you're keeping count of the EVs I've gained. There's no way I killed 24 Psyduck. At least in this one fight. Oh, okay, you're keeping track based on Psybeam. Okay. Gen 5 made a dumb change where you use an item and the Pokemon is healthy, it skips your turn and... hold on. It skips your turn instead of it won't have any effect. I think that was to punish players from being stupid. Because here's the thing, if you're doing a battle in real life and you tried to use a potion at full HP, do you think the opponent's going to be like, hey, you made a mistake, I'll let you try again? So I guess, John, I guess what you're telling me is, as soon as I use up all my Psybeams, stop training on Psyduck. Alright, back to Zubats. Alright, so right now I only have 48 speed, and N1 said that I need 54 speed in order to outspeed after my Omni Boost. Oh, I better reteach Hidden Power. Yeah, I believe you, John. Alright, I think I'm just gonna have to keep killing random Zubats until I find one that survives. I think it just has to be level 8. Okay, that thing probably had like 0 special defense. Okay, let's try this one. Level 10. Oh, perfect. You know, at least converting myself into a Psychic type actually isn't that bad here because they have Absorb instead of Leech Life. So yeah, we might end up needing far more Speed EVs. I mean, we don't need the Speed EVs for the later parts of the game. We need the Speed EVs because, I mean, we have to train for the Lurantis anyway, because if we can't outspeed after one Omni Boost, we're going to get killed every time. So if we have to train anyway, we may as well get the Speed EVs out of it. That might let us outspeed at a 1 lower level. And also, here's a little thing with leveling up. You actually do not get your Speed EVs until when the battle is over. So if I level up during the battle, I will not have the Speed EVs. Signal Beam. I think it's time I get rid of Recover. Yeah, still on Recover. Oh, Signal Beam will solve the Lurantis fight. Does anyone want to do a range? Like level 29 with my current stats. Like, let's assume I don't use Z conversion and just go straight for the attack. Like, how much will it do just turn 1? Will it be enough to one-shot? Okay, that thing's at higher health now. Let's see. Guaranteed to 51 to 62%. Okay, so it'll hit me with a solar blade, doing massive damage. Aren't you glad they don't scale to your level? Honestly, SOS training would actually be easier if they did. Because oftentimes when you get to too high of a level, it becomes almost impossible to get them to stay in red health. Alright, that was like 50 speed EVs. 53. I should outspeed after one more level. But I think to get the one level... Should I just keep training on Zubat? You know what? No. I'll still outspeed. I'll just do blackout training on it. Do I have to get the items? Oh yeah, I never even did the trial. Wow, that does like nothing. Oh, I need to re-equip Normalium Z. I didn't know there was a special attack there. So guys, those busted items you're not allowed to use in battle? What? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean the X special attack. Right. They boost your stats by 2 in this game. John, conversion is saving this thing. Oh, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. Okay, that thing still outspeeds, but it went for Solar Blade. Okay, that was stupid of you. I was highly expecting it to go for X-Scissor. Maybe it's because it detected Solar Blade would do more damage. But I know that... I'm pretty sure Gen 7 still has this issue. I know the enemy AI does not know the difference between a 1-turn and a 2-turn move. So if it detects the 2-turn move will do the most damage, it'll go for that instead of a 1-turn move. Did I get Protect? Now I did. She's trying to get Nebby to use Z-Splash. Oh. I think I asked this earlier, but nobody answered. What Pokemon gets splashed by level up? Because I'm curious, like, if there are any fully evolved runs I could do. Yeah, John, I think the SOS training is done. I guess if I want to, when I get to the Ghost Trial, I could max out my special attack. If I wanted to. But, I mean, this is more speed than I need. But, I mean, I could grind more special attack, but I don't think it'll be necessary. But yeah, I think it's just done. I'll kill this thing. I mean, if there comes a point later in the run I need to do training, I'll just train on whatever gives the best experience yields. There's a decent chance I might have to do a part 2. Because after how some of those daily December streams went, I've kind of told myself I need to stop having the streams go this late. So I may end up doing a part 2. No, I'm not getting... Well, it's not the fact that I'm getting tired. It's the fact that I have to get up at 5 a.m. Oh yeah, Grumpig. Dude, imagine Grumpig with +3 attack. That'd be insane. I think I'll play up to Olivia. Mimikyu, but a heart scale. Why? Because it gets too many moves at level 1? Alright, I don't need anything from that shop. Clawitzer gets Splash? Oh, that'd be funny, dude. So tell me, John, when does Clawitzer get Splash? At the start? Are you sure? Because I played Clawitzer in X and Y, and it certainly did not start with Splash. That thing has so many level 1 moves. Unless Sun and Moon changed it. Okay, I still think Z conversion's the right move, but I think I might want Rest. Actually, I can't get rid of Rest. I mean, if I use Z conversion, Psybeam will be 97 power, Hidden Power Fighting 120. But 2 other Pokemon have Sturdy anyway. You know, I think I can afford to get rid of Hidden Power Fighting. Let's give it a try. Splash, Water Gun, Water Sport, Vice Grip. Oh, they must have overhauled it. Because I remember it started with, like, Dragon Pulse and Dark Pulse. Yeah, those are 2 shots no matter what. Uh-oh. Okay. Here's what we're gonna have to do. Cherry Berry might be better. Let's give that a try. Or maybe... Yeah, I think Cherry Berry. You might be... Well, what would I replace with Psybeam, though? John, what would I even teach? You know, Eviolite... Oh, shoot, I forgot to pick it up. Oh, Hidden Power Fighting. Alright, yeah, let's go Eviolite. And then teach Hidden Power Fighting in the place of Psychic. Or in the place of Psybeam. We'll be getting Psychic shortly. Also, can you really fly to this? Yeah, you... Yeah, you can't fly back to that place yet. Couldn't hear the song properly. I mean, John, I have rest. I think she uses a potion. Oh. Yeah, I should have used rest on the Boldor. You bastard. That thing crit me. Really? Well, may as well just black out and keep the XP. Yeah, I think wait for the madam to move left, then start running. John, I still would have won that. I should have used rest on the Boldor, not on the Lycanroc. I mean, John, I feel like... No, whatever. Forget it. Okay, so let's rest here. There we go. See, that's how the fight should have gone. I should have used rest on the Boldor since it was less risky. Well, John, not everything's about you, okay? This was the safer strat. You know, I think I'll just... You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play until I pretty much lose to the How fight. Because I want to at least start the next stream with Psychic on my moveset. It isn't about me. Yeah, John, I'm gonna make this a part 2. It's getting late. I promised myself that, I would stop doing streams this late after how a couple of those daily December streams went. I mean, if I had to wake up... I mean, if I wasn't working tomorrow, or if I didn't work till, like, 9 a.m. instead of, like, 6 a.m., I definitely would stay up and finish. Yeah, I can't teach it Psychic, but... I mean, How is just probably going to kill me anyway. He almost always kills me. You're not required to win against him anyway. Alright, the Pokemon fled. It flees after 5 turns. Oh yeah, the final fight with Hau, and the final fight with Gladion, and the final fight with Lusamine, you're all required to win those. Every other time you battle them, you're not required to win. Yeah, Signal Beam. Hey. Hey, John, see? Eviolite. Alright, I better use Rest. I have a rule where I have to try to win the fight. Well, I lost. At least I got experience off that Raichu. Alright, so long hidden power. You know what? Get rid of Rest. Not even the basically impossible to lose fight of Hau won. Yeah, you're not required to win that either. Okay, 150:18. I'll just put in my notes the timestamp of everything. Alright, so I think, let's see, tomorrow is the Crystal stream. I think I'll have to do part 2 on Sunday. I'll put that in my schedule. 1 hour, 50 minutes, 18 seconds. I'll do part 2 on Sunday at 8 p.m. EST. I will finish the run then. Eight resets, 11 blackouts. WordPad almost crashed. Okay. Let me just make sure I save. Alright. Alright, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow, where we will be doing Pokemon Crystal with Heatran. Mega Heatran. And then Sunday, we will do part 2 of this Porygon run. Anyway,